Every minute of our lives, we have to make choices. It might seem to be one of the simplest and quickest things we do every day. However, the consequences of our choices can make all the difference that will define not only what happens in our immediate future, but also for the rest of our lives. But can we actually learn to make better choices in life? The answer is yes. We can be taught to develop life skills which will allow us to make better choices. In fact, thousands of students in CARICOM member states are achieving this, developing the skills that will improve their chances for a happy, healthy and productive life.
We want our children that when they come through a HFLE class and they meet challenges, that they can make a decision. When they meet problems, we want that when they are pressured negatively, that they can use coping skills, that they can use resiliency skills, that they can communicate their feelings. This is what we want. If you have a child who is just a bookworm, who's getting all A's, but they don't know how to deal with somebody who is putting drugs at them, what do you have? A failure.
The Health and Family Life Education Program, HFLE, was designed by the Caribbean community, CARICOM, and the University of the West Indies. It is a school subject which has the objective of teaching students how to deal effectively with the challenges of everyday life by building essential life skills, the core elements of human development.
Health and Family Life Education teach about anger management.
They teach you how to handle certain situations like peer pressure.
HFLE.
Sexual harassment is like when someone is pressuring you to have sex and you don't want to have sex with them.
It helped me handle like grievances properly, like when somebody told me something bad.
Help other people around you. Help myself.
How to use your condom every time you have sex.
And understanding our sexuality.
Self-esteem. It helps with the choices you have to make in life. Like if you're in a fight and then it will help you to decide what to do.
To respect everyone around you, to love and care.
Do you do it?
Yes.
HFLE is currently taught in all CARICOM member states, in many of their primary and secondary schools. Unfortunately, not in all, as was intended. We visited schools in 4 CARICOM member states, Jamaica, Guyana, St. Lucia and Barbados, and met hundreds of students with different stories, families and socio-economic status. They all take HFLE classes.
Miss, I've been in fight plenty times.
What are you going to do?
Miss, trying to change. Miss, I feel that change is possible.
Okay. Where have you learned that?
Miss, in HFLE.
These schools are achieving something which seemed impossible. They are overcoming severe social problems among their students, such as violence, substance abuse, early sex initiation, and teenage pregnancy. Health and family life education plays an essential role in their road to success.
Better HFLE.
Professor Julie Meeks from the University of the West Indies has worked with the issues of child development since the mid-1980s. She has researched methods that can improve their development significantly.
I think that our policymakers, as well as many people on the ground, do not make the link between social and emotional intelligence and reduce violence. When they talk about reducing violence, everybody is mano duro. Everybody is build more prisons, put more police on the street, bring out the soldiers, give them more guns and more cars, and that way we'll reduce violence. That doesn't work. What does work is training people in better social emotional intelligence, and we have the evidence to show that. It is much easier, cheaper and more effective to focus on children and improving their social and emotional intelligence, improving their life skills, and one of the vehicles is HFLE. Simple.
Waterhouse is among the most violent districts in Jamaica's capital, Kingston. Dealing and abuse of illegal drugs are critical problems here. Children mimic gangs and use their symbols for fun, ignoring the bloodshed and hatred associated with them. In the heart of this area, we find Balcombe Drive Primary and Junior High School.
Balcombe Drive Primary and Junior High School sits on 4 lines of demarcation with gang warfare. Yet, to date, in 14 years, we have lost 1 student to gangs. Balcombe Drive School has set out to make a difference in the children's lives and also to be a model school in this community.
Life skills have been taught in this school for 14 years to all students in all grades, with no exception.
How do you manage your anger?
When you're in a rush and you push down somebody, you tell them sorry.
You tell them sorry if you accidentally kick somebody. What else? How else do we deal with anger? One more.
When somebody thump you in a belly, miss, you feel like to thump them back and you control it.
All right.
Voice bucket your head to do hit them back, miss.
When somebody hits you, you hear a voice in your head saying, you know what, don't hit them back. What do you do?
Just walk away.
Walk away, that's how he copes with his anger.
As in every school in the region, health and family life education classes promote the active participation and involvement of students. In order to develop skills, they must be practiced. And here is where they do it. HFLE teachers are specially trained to transmit trust and confidence among their students, encouraging them to open up and express themselves freely about their emotions and everyday life experiences. This is a class that offers students a unique opportunity where they feel they will not be graded or judged by what they say.
Confident and intelligent, and I like what I see.
My father and my grandmother died once, and when they were dead, I didn't really want to go to their funeral because I felt like it was my fault that they died.
Did you hear that? That is good. You don't feel like going to Grandpa's funeral? I hope Mother did understand not to send you. What makes you so angry in the morning?
It's like say, everybody wake up for me and get food, and then when me wake up, see them and eat, then see my father, they out of really talk to people and them think they make me angry, feel like do something to somebody, and me I go to school that when belly hurt me and think and somebody said something to me, feel like do something to them, but me I try to avoid it.
This program has had a tremendous impact on this school, where in 14 years we have lost only 3 of our students to teenage pregnancy. Fighting has cut down by 98.5%. Gambling is out, no smoking of ganja, no weapon, and this school can boast that after 14 years we have had no critical incidents in this school, and a huge portion of it is because of this HFLE program. Take that out and we take it out at our own risks.
When I feel angry, miss, I just count to 20, and if 20 not enough, I go straight to 100.
Waterhouse is the home of 15-year-old Brittany Marshall. She attends Balcombe Drive Junior High. The bright young girl we met is a completely different person from the hostile child she used to be.
When I was in primary school, I was really, really rude. I was so rude that I got suspension about 10 times, more than even 10. But this school, I came and said, I have to change. And this school really changed me.
In her short life, she has experienced abuse and abandonment, like many of her classmates.
Well, I don't have a mother, and I don't technically have a father. He didn't even tell me congratulations.
Well,
I got every one of the awards, none, not even good, not even okay, or don't tell me, but I just let I go on. It's like a piece of cake, so I just go out and do my thing, see me. You can't stop me.
Brittany is only one of hundreds of children who are graduating from Balcombe Drive with a better understanding of who they are, how to handle problems of everyday life, and what they want for their future. The HFLE program is paving the way for them.
Family life. Would you skip this class?
No, miss. See a change in my life, miss. Start to be more better. Start to know what to do when trouble come my way. Know what to do, miss. Don't pay them in the mind, miss. Just keep your head straight, miss, and go ahead and leave them.
Yeah, hear me what is wrong from right and what can help you better in the future. The other class I'm not going to teach you that.
4 students from Balcombe Drive Primary and Junior High have been recipients of Bank of Nova Scotia scholarships. Last year, 5 students received Academic Excellence Awards from the United States Embassy. Brittany was among them.
This school pushes me to go forward, up, to hold my head high and show that I am who I am. And I can be who I want to be. And I can become the change that I want to see. So I go out and do my best. No one can stop me.
Research shows that it is never too early for children to receive HFLE classes and begin developing life skills. We must all understand that children do not live in a bubble. At all ages, they may be exposed on a daily basis to violence, sex, and substance abuse.
My neighbor is always beating his wife. She keeps going for counseling, but the counseling don't help her a lot. So she's still with him and he keeps beating her. So I think that she should move out and live by herself for some time so that she could think things over.
When she got pregnant, miss.
How old was she?
16 years old.
Did she keep going to school?
No, miss. She stopped going to school. She dropped out of school.
Why did she stop going to school?
Miss, because when she heard that she was pregnant, miss, she think that the teacher them or this headmaster won't let she in school, so that's why she dropped out, miss.
In HFLE classes, students are able to share their experiences. They learn to manage their emotions and are able to communicate them freely. This is the formula that allows these students to practice the skills that will lead them to make better choices in life. Sexual activity among adolescents in the Caribbean is high, and the initiation into sexual activity for girls can begin as early as the age of 10. Most boys and girls report having sex without a condom. The Caribbean region as a whole has the second highest rate of HIV infection in the world after sub-Sahara Africa. AIDS is the leading cause of death for men and women between the ages of 20 and 59.
Before we had this assignment last week, how many of you had heard about, AIDS? Okay, gonorrhea. How many of you had heard about gonorrhea before? How about herpes? Okay, quite a few. You're a special group.
Love one another. I don't know why
Y'all here? What? Shocking your head.
For truth?
Me a lion.
From today on, I don't want anything more to do with him. Why y'all say that the boy need love? You have to show him love. This is the time he need love.
Why are you treating me different? I feel very hurt.
Okay, we apologize.
Sorry. From touching.
Sorry.
The classes of sex education and sexuality in HFLE are about teaching children self-respect and self-confidence so that they are able to take control of their sexuality as well as other areas of their lives.
I loved HFLE. It helped me learn so many things, diseases, sexually transmitted diseases, what really stuck with me, because some of the images that I saw were just grotesquely morbid, and it's just nasty. I didn't want any of that kind of stuff to happen to me, so it really helped me abstain.
You learn a lot of things that you wouldn't learn by yourself, and it makes you not make the mistakes that other people will make, so it's really good.
Sexual abuse and exploitation of children are widespread in the Caribbean. Students know this. They recognize the dangers around them.
Like when our parents don't have any money and the mother daughter them send her to have sex for money.
Harassment is like when
someone force you or pressure you to have sex with them, and you don't want to have sex with them, and pressure you more and more, keeping on pressuring you and forcing you, and you don't want to have sex with them, like them threatening you that they're going to kill you or something like that.
It is the whole issue of sexual abuse. That's very important. And yes, you would not tell a 3-year-old about sexual abuse, but you would work with the 3-year-old and tell them about what's appropriate, how they should be touched and so on. So from as early as that age, they can be shown and taught, what should happen with their bodies and so on.
Now tell me something. If you got a bad touch in Frisbee, how do you think you're going to feel?
Sad.
Kishon, can you give me an example of if someone gave you a bad touch?
If somebody touch your private part.
If someone touch your private parts. Now how do we know our private parts? That's the private parts for who?
Boys.
For boys. And what about the girls?
Vagina.
The vagina, okay.
Confronting these problems is crucial. Teaching children that they should never remain silent regarding any such episode is one of the best ways to prevent abuse. For HFLE, teaching this in primary school is a priority.
I think the knowledge is out there. Anyone can go on the computer, you can read the knowledge. It is not about the content at all. It is really about the skill. How do I get a student to acquire a skill, practice a skill, internalize a skill, and then be able to transfer that skill into lifelong learning? And that is what the HFLE teacher should be seeking to do.
In the Caribbean, the measurement of success is academic performance. What needs to be understood is that academics will probably get you the interview for a job, but life skills and emotional intelligence will get you the job and keep you the job. This is the effect HFLE had on a school in St. Lucia. Vieux-Fort Technical Institute is situated in the extreme south of St. Lucia.
We had a high level of gambling that would have taken place among the students. We had a high level of marijuana use, conflict among the students, aggression among the boys. Because of the level at which they came in, the students could not participate in the Caribbean Examination Council exams. So no CXCs were done here because the students could not read, could not write, didn't have the ability to express themselves in those forms. Things are changing. Things have changed.
For 11 years, they have been teaching life skills. As in Balcom Drive in Jamaica, first it was taught as a guidance class and subsequently became HFLE. Meet Bill Clinton Wilson. Yes, Bill Clinton from Vieux-Fort, St. Lucia.
It was before I used to be much more troublesome. Yeah, I used to do a lot of things that was not good. Look for fights, look for a lot of trouble and things like that. Call people names and all that sort of stuff, but now just different. I apologize to those that I have done that before. When I just walk away, I'll warn the principal or I'll just go in my class and count to 10 or something like that. Yeah. HFLE have a lot to do with the way that might change right now, because in that class they show you all sort of tell you about your life, how to live your life. I think that's the most important subject right now. Yes.
Vieux-Fort Technical has defied the odds. It no longer has to be seen as the educational institution for the lowest performers on the island. Today, like hundreds of pupils in this school, Bill has more and better alternatives for his future.
Well, last year, Monroe College approached us. They've started a program called the Jumpstart program. And I remember when I was approached, I said to the lady, looking at what you're telling me there and the requirements for entry, I should say to you, thank you for the visit, but we have no one here. But we are going to defy the odds, and I will get you 5 students who will be attending Monroe College. When they completed the program, 3 students graduated with Monroe College with that certificate, their 3-credit course. 2 of them got an A. So this year, 10 students at Monroe College, defying the odds.
Bill is one of the 10 students who were admitted to Monroe College in 2012.
What do your parents say?
Because they saw my grades changed, so now they have more confidence in me that I will do better in life. So that's why I'm happy. I'm happy for myself.
Do you feel you're going to achieve your goals?
Definitely, yes.
He has big dreams. In fact, he wants to become a doctor and is committed to realizing his dream.
In the next year, you'll come to the hospital, you might see me.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The HFLE program has made important strides during the past decade. However, to strengthen and multiply the impact, it must be taught not only in a few schools where principals understand the importance of teaching life skills, but in all primary and secondary schools of CARICOM member states.
There is this enormous potential for this vehicle of HFLE to be the means by which we train our children in emotional intelligence. We train them in how to get this right, how to have a problem and think it through. Think through what are your choices, what are the consequences of the choices. Yes, math is important and English is important, but HFLE is what is going to make our children better people.
Health and family life education is changing lives by empowering students. It is giving Caribbean youth the power to choose how to respond to the challenges of everyday life and build the skills they need to decide what they want for their present and their future. They are no longer merely participants, but active stakeholders in their lives. And with that, they are paving the way for more productive and successful lives for themselves, their communities, and their region.
Choices. I have already started making better choices in my life.
I choose to stay away from guns, violence, and drug abuse.
Choices. I choose to abstain from sex.
Choices. I choose to educate my mind.
I choose to go to university.
Choices.
Choices. I choose to reach for and go through my potential.
Choices. I choose to achieve my goals to benefit myself and my family in the future.
Choices. I choose to make the right choice at the right time.
Choices. I choose to prevent teenage pregnancy.
I choose to walk my own path in life.
Choices. I choose to develop my talents and my abilities.
Choices. I choose to go to school to get a proper education, because without the education, you're not nowhere in life. Live up.